This essay is about something that George Santayana said. Santayana got his PhD at Harvard toward the end of the 19th century. And after he got his PhD, he taught at Harvard for the last dozen years of the 19th century and a dozen years into the 20th century. But to say that Santayana was a genius would be an understatement. And he's noted for a long litany of famous one-liners, and the one that this essay is about is, for those who do not remember the past, they're condemned to repeat it. And at kind of first glance, that's just kind of a nice little saying, and nobody really thinks about it. But it is true. Those who do not remember the past, in other words, if they're not educated to know something about the past, they will repeat mistakes that they've made in the past, today, in the present day. And the backstory of this essay that I've written is about Adolf Hitler. Everything that Hitler tried to do, he failed at. He had all sorts of ideas. I mean, for example, one of them was he went to Vienna to study art. I mean, he taught art history, and some of his paintings aren't too bad. But he was not recognized. And but that's not the issue. The issue is that everything that Hitler did before he became the Reichschancellor of Germany in the 30s, he failed at. And his dream was to make Germany great again. And he was going to do it. It's a bit of humorous, and he was going to create the new Germany, the Reich, that would last for 1,000 years. It lasted for just over a dozen years because of mistakes that he made during World War II. And as the war was ending in Europe, the Russians were about to take control of Berlin. And this great leader of the German people cowered and went to his bunker. He had this bunker that he and his soon-to-be wife for a day and some other leaders under the Reichschancellor. And he was there for just over 3 months. And when it was clear that there was no way that the Germans were going to win the war, he got married to Eva Braun, and then the next day they committed suicide. That was a macho man. At least he thought he was. And so that's a history lesson, almost exactly 75 years ago. Those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it. So I appreciate your time watching and listening to this video. But please read the essay and think about what Santayana said, because it is clear that there are people in America, one person in America, that claims he is Macho Man, but he isn't. And if we don't learn from the past, we will repeat it again in just a couple weeks. So I appreciate it. Take care. Good luck.